Hey guys, let me take you along on our Mallorca adventure, a quiet but unforgettable long weekend on this beautiful island in Spain. So, our journey started super early on May 1st, 2025. We packed our bags in the Netherlands and hit the road to Cologne in Germany. The drive was pretty smooth and we were buzzing with excitement. Our Ryanair flight was at 10 pm, so we had some time to chill at the airport before boarding. We landed in Mallorca around midnight. Finding the rental car office was a bit of a treasure hunt, seriously. It felt like we were in a movie, racing against the clock before they closed. But we made it just in time and got our car. We were really lucky there. Then came another hour of driving through quiet, palm-lined roads to our hotel, which was named as HSM Lago Park. It is in the northeast of Mallorca. By the time we checked in, we were exhausted, but also so happy to finally be there. It was almost like 2 a.m. or 2:30 a.m. in the morning. Very late. But yeah, we were very excited to start our day next day. The next morning, after a big breakfast at the hotel, we could not wait to see the beach. Yeah, it was super exciting. We were super excited. So Playa de Muro is actually the name of the beach, and it was just a short walk away. Soft sand, turquoise water, and hardly anyone around. But of course, as soon as we got there, it started raining. We laughed it off and went back to the hotel. Then decided to explore some other parts of Mallorca. One of the highlights that day was Valdemosa. This little town is like a fairy tale, which has narrow cobblestone streets, old stone houses with green shutters and flowers everywhere. It honestly felt like we had stepped back in time. We wandered around, took a million photos, literally not million, but a lot, and just soaked up the peaceful vibes. The next day, the sun was shining, so we headed straight back to Playa de Muro. It was an opportunity to get the best of the beach when the sun is shining. You never know if the next hour is gonna be windy or rainy, so we wanted to make the best use of it. So there, the water was crystal clear and was really perfect for a swim. We did not go for a swim though. It was still a bit cold. The water was a bit cold. But yeah, we laid back and dipped our bodies and with the water, and it was enough. So later, we explored the city at night. It was amazing. There's something magical about Mallorca after dark. With cozy cafes and the sound of the sea in the background. It feels very different. Yeah. Now let me tell you about Alcudia, one of my favorite parts of the trip. The old town is surrounded by ancient walls, and walking through the gates feel like entering a different world. Seriously. The streets are full of cute shops, local markets, and little restaurants where you can try amazing tapas. We spent hours just wandering, discovering hidden corners, and soaking in the history. The beach area in Alcudia is also stunning. It has a wide, golden sands and calm, shallow water. It is very different, seriously. Especially at that hour when the sun was really the brightest. It was very scenic. Yeah. So we spent some time relaxing there, watching the waves and enjoying the sunshine. On our last day, we checked out of the hotel and made one last stop before heading to the airport. We chose Port de Soler, or you call it Port de Soler. I think that's the right pronunciation. This place is gorgeous. It is a small town right by the sea with a lovely harbor full of boats and surrounded by mountains. The highlight here was definitely the vintage trams rolling by. They look straight out of the old postcard. We had lunch at a little cafe by the water. Just watch the world go by. And if you ever visit there, definitely try the fresh seafood. We did not have time to ride the tram, but just seeing them was a treat. Port de Soler, it is normal to see a lot of British tourists. Yeah. There's a big history, or like there's a different story, or that's a different subject. We'll cover that in the future. But so after Port de Soler, it was time to say goodbye to Mallorca. We drove back to the airport, caught our flight back to Cologne, and made the long drive home, finally reaching around 2 a.m. In the Netherlands. We were very tired, but full of amazing memories. Mallorca has so much more to offer, but even in just a few days, we found so many peaceful and beautiful spots. We can't wait to go back and explore even more. Thanks for joining us on this little adventure. Hope you enjoyed the trip as much as we did. By the way, there's a thing about Mallorca. It is currently facing over-tourism, and there are also frequent protests by the locals because they feel there is too many tourists and too many outsiders occupying the place, be it holding the property permanently as an owner or actually renting it. So they're not happy with it. That's the latest situation, and you might see the news. You might see it in the news, and also understand what exactly is going on. We might cover a topic in brief about the over tourism or some challenges which Mallorca is facing currently, just to give you a brief highlight. So, in case you're interested, do let us know in the comments, and we'll soon release that episode in the future. Thank you so much. Bye bye.